Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Supervisor's financial report, June 2017. Time Warner, $16,436.89. Police fees, $45. Ambulance fees, $4,951.28. Town clerk, $243.74. Cell tower, $945.28. Justice fees, $20,937. Planning fees, $50. Building permit fees, $4,642.50. Dog licenses, $150.50. Ambulance donation, Pine Hill Water, want to leave that line in there for nothing? Pine Hill Water, $663.02. Phoenicia Water, $9,979.15. Registrar, $90. Bond overpayment, $360. Postage refund, $4.76. Insurance refund, $1,749.52. Interest penalties received from the town clerk, $24,749.86. Aid incentive to municipalities, $14,127 for a grand total of $100,125.50. Communications, month of July 2017. Safari. We have two resolutions tonight regarding a program being offered through the Catskill Watershed Corporation and the New York City DEP. These resolutions for the New York City funded flood buyout program was a program that was initially discussed after Hurricane Irene and will be available to residents whose homes are located within a flood hazard area. The program is designed to help communities and residents explore options for their parcels under several categories regarding past and or potential flood hazards. This gives the option to residents to sell their property who may not have been eligible under the FEMA buyout guidelines, but may have sustained surmountable damages during past flood events or that have been identified through local flood analysis as having the potential to receive severe damages during future flood events. This program requires several steps, including assessment of the parcel and structures. The town retains approvals throughout the process, including approvals for final buyout, and the town is required to appoint an outreach lead and an assessment lead. The outreach lead is essentially the person responsible to guide and assist the landowner and the town through the process. The assessment lead is responsible for assessing the parcel through hydrologic study findings and benefit cost analysis of the remediation activity. We will be appointing personnel from Cornell Cooperative Extension of Ulster County and the Ulster County Soil and Water Conservation District for these positions. We already had a few residents inquire about this program and expect applications over the coming months. I'd also point out that Mr. Aaron Bennett is here from Cornell Cooperative Extension, and he can answer some questions later when we get to the open public comment period. I see you, Rick. Ready. Shandaken Sewer.
I have a question.
You can ask it. You can ask it later. Shandaken Sewer. Over the past few years, CWC and Lamont Engineering have been conducting an assessment for the potential of a community septic or septic maintenance district for the hamlet of Shandaken. They provided their conclusions to the town last month and would like to have an opportunity to present the options to the public at an upcoming meeting. Essentially, the proposal calls for a combination of shared septic systems in the more densely located properties and a sewer maintenance district. Under this program, the DEP would provide the town a one-time influx of funds, approximately $6.2 million, to assist landowners in a designated district to replace their septic if a notice of violation is issued from a failure of their existing system. Residents would apply through the town board as opposed to the CWC for the funds to repair or replace the system. It is not clear yet that a fee would have to be established at the onset of the program, if acceptable to the residents of the proposed district, but in the long term, a fee may be established in order to help maintain the fund in perpetuity. We will be setting up a special meeting for Shandaken residents to witness a presentation from the CWC and Lamont engineers and to ask any questions they or any board members may have. The meeting is to be scheduled for Tuesday, July 25th at 6:30. Initially, we had scheduled for Wednesday, the 26th, but realized that that would be a conflict with the planning board's workshop meeting, so we moved it to Tuesday, the 25th. Medical building. Last year we went out for bid for some repairs to the town-owned medical arts building in Phoenicia. The roof repair was completed in a timely fashion, but the contractor hired to repair the basement entrance did not complete the job due to personal issues that arose. We had other bids that we had received and were looking to award the job to the next bidder on the list, but that contractor was too busy to do the work necessary. Ultimately, I think it best to re-advertise for bids regarding this project and award next month. Town board member Faye Storms and I have been in conversation with a group of individuals who are interested in renting the building to again provide a mix of healthcare options, including medical practice, acupuncture, holistic healthcare, and possibly mental health options for the community. We're working on negotiations of the contract and hope to have someone utilizing the building before the start of winter. Summer recreation, summer rec program kicks off tomorrow. The recreation program will again be utilizing the UCAT transportation system to and from Bel Air Beach 3 days a week. There are 2 field trips planned, one to the Bronx Zoo in early August, and the camp favorite, Zoom Flume Water Park in mid-August. We have quite a few returning counselors and some new ones, but all are excited to see the kids and to get swimming, working on arts and crafts, and simply enjoying another summer at the lake. We hope they all have a great season. Highway, we have a resolution tonight to purchase a replacement pickup truck for the Highway Department. Highway Superintendent Eric Kaufmeister will review any bids received to ensure that it meets the specifications desired and will make a recommendation for the purchase. And miscellaneous, the town recently received word that the town planning and zoning boards prevailed in its latest lawsuit filed by the Catskill Heritage Alliance regarding the proposed Bel Air Resort project. In his decision, Judge Mott ruled that the claims made by the Heritage Alliance carried, quote, no merit, unquote, and that the board's approvals have been upheld. Lastly, there are several events going on throughout the town, most notably the Phoenicia International Festival of Voice, which will be running this year from Friday, August 4th through Sunday, August 6th in the parish field in Phoenicia. We wish them the best of luck again and look forward to enjoying the repertoire they have provided us this year. Our next regular meeting is scheduled for Monday, August 7th, 2017 at 7 p.m. Joyce?
Okay. July is our busiest month, so starting out, the chicken barbecue at the American Legion Post is this Saturday at 2 p.m. The Shandaken Art Studio Tour is, July 14th to July 16th. Days.
Oh, yeah?
And the wedding singer is at the Phoenicia Playhouse. It opened up Friday night. Everybody said it was great. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday until July 23rd. And Bel Air Mountain has their annual mud run on Saturday, July 15th. The Library Street Fair at Pine Hill is Sunday, July 16th, 10 to 3 p.m. The Native American Powwow at the Big Indian Park on Saturday and Sunday is July 15th and 16th. And the 28th annual duck race by the Phoenicia Rotary is Sunday, July 30th in Phoenicia. And of course, we said about the Festival of Voice, and that's August 6th, 4th through 6th. And that's it.
I just want to add one. We're going to be doing a 38th anniversary at my store in Blue Barn Marketplace. We're going to have live music. We're going to have food and drink, and everyone's welcome to come between 3 and 6 o'clock on Saturday.
Anybody else? All right. With that, we have representatives from the Pine Hill Morton Memorial Library here to discuss the library fair coming up this summer.
Hi, I'm Kevin Van Blarkum. I'm representing the library board for the Morton Memorial Library. I just wanted to reach out. We're still looking for vendors, and we're going to have a plant sale on Pony for Kids, and there's going to be craft beer and live music from Pine Hill's own Joshua Brown. So everybody should come out. It's going to be a great time.
What's the date?
This Sunday.
Oh, this
16th.
Sunday.
Yeah. So if you want to reach out and you want to be a vendor, you can call Gabrielle Harp at the library, 254-4222. Reach out. We'd love to see everybody there. Thank you.
Dave, you wanted to talk about the art studios?
Yes, this is the 10th annual art studio tour in Shandaken. 30 artists or more. The Arts Upstairs Gallery will have an event on Friday night with Sparrow, the illustrious Sparrow, conducting. And Saturday night at the Arts Upstairs, there will be a potluck dinner for the community. It's a community center for artists, really. And all weekend, visit the studios, pick up one of these catalogs. There's some downstairs by the brochure rack down there, and come and enjoy. There's the Catskill Interpretive Center has outdoor sculptures displayed that you can go on their nature trails to see, and it's going to be a great event, so let's all do it.
Committee reports.
Good evening, everyone. For the month of June, the ambulance responded to 38 calls, gave mutual aid to 1, and received mutual aid from 1 agency. I'd like to take this time to say a great job well done by all the staff of the ambulance, along with the fire departments that have worked hard this past month. With a structure fire on a hot night and a motor vehicle accident requiring a medevac, all agencies involved worked hard and most importantly, worked together to make the best outcome possible. With that, I'd like to remind everyone to be cautious and alert when driving past an accident scene. Please give all those that are working hard the room to work and mindful of the person in front of you and give plenty of room to stop if needed. There is nothing worse than having a second accident or worse yet having to treat a first responder that got hit due to someone not watching the road in front of them. As always, I'd like to wish everyone a safe and happy month. I'd also like to take this time to congratulate one of my drivers, Therese. She passed her EMT. She will start training, hopefully one day, take that position.
Thank you.
Police. Total arrests and total activities this month was 237. Summons issued 11, arrests 6, and mileage was 7,716 miles on cars.
Why is yours so clear? Mine looks like a Jeez. I think that's Chad just messed up. Anyway, Phoenicia Water.
Today I was out with Rich Winters, Dylan Callahan, and Candace Baum, and we were continuing the project of mapping out all the shutoffs on the town system. And we really made great progress today. Rich is unbelievable, with the leak, not with leak detector, with the metal detector, and finding the shutoffs. And there's a lot of work needs to be done there's a lot of broken ones out there, but we'll get it together. We're about, I think about 60% finished. So.
And this is to do the GIS map.
Yeah, maybe even more. It's hard to tell, but good progress. 6:30, not 6:30, 6:30 next Wednesday is the next meeting at the library.
Thank you. Rick, did you have anything to add to that?
Well, I have something to add about the Levine store in Oliveria. You just made a statement that the DEP...
No. You're not even correct. I don't even know where you're going. Levine store, DEP buyout. We haven't even implemented the program.
Well, the buyout, 6 years ago, they were supposed to take care of that. They haven't done a thing. I wouldn't trust the DEP.
It's not the DEP. It's not the DEP. That's the county. That's county handling that. And there's some issues. There are legal issues with that parcel.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Pine Hill Water was the report. Museum. Okay. Trying to think if we had something coming up. Pick up off the top of my head. I know they were open 4th of July weekend, and they were open the 4th of July, and she had quite a few visitors and genealogy research. So we continue the good work, and we'll go on to recreation. Mike?
Somebody who came here with nothing to say, I said lots of things to tell you about. This involves several different hats, but first of all, Parks and Rec. We have some new and refurbished benches in Webber Park. Next time you're there, you want to know a bench donated by the family of Catherine Wygant. She lived apparently close to the park and died last summer, and her family wanted a bench in her memory placed there. And thanks to Kevin Van Blarken, it is now placed. Secondly, a child-sized bench was taken by Kevin and stripped down and restained and placed in the area where the playground equipment is, where the kids might sit on it. Again, thanks a lot for your help on that. The parish field, I want to thank the highway department for taking care of a tree that had some dangerous limbs. That's all been removed and we're in good shape for the festival, which is coming quickly. I want to mention about Big Indian beautification. This is different from our committee. Some of you may have noticed Big Indian is now the proud hamlet of two Big Indians. Our first first big Indian placed at the head of the park is, I believe, 12 or 14 feet tall. This is his little brother. He's slightly smaller. He's 7 feet tall. And he's been erected at the kiosk as you turn up to the Alameda Valley. He is not representative of the type of Indians that lived in this region. He actually came from Illinois, but it's the Brotherhood of Indians. My feeling is you can't have too many Indians in Big Indian. I want to give special thanks to John and Asa Nicolati and Chuck Perez, who did a lot of work. John built a whole stone garden around it, and without Chuck, we never would have gotten this thing, which weighs a lot, to stand up straight. Also, about that, I want to thank the many residents in Big Indian who donate annually to the Big Indian Beautification Committee, which is responsible for that and for all the flowers that are now on camera. Finally, on one more happy note, and then I got a concern. Excuse me. The Big Indian Alameda Fire Company's Ladies Auxiliary, now there's a mouthful, is having their 56th annual barbecue, chicken barbecue, that first Saturday in August, the 4th, right? So you can come and get your barbecue and then go to Pepper if you like. And lastly, I have a concern. In Big Indian Park, in the kiosks there, we are missing a panel. Someone took down and walked off with a panel. Unfortunately, it's the panel that explains all about Winnisook, or Big Indian. So I was hoping maybe Dave Channon can help us get the original notes for what was on there, and we can get another panel.
Yeah, the panel was there, I don't know why. It was tacked back up, and somebody took it.
Oh,
Just got took it.
it's back up because it's
No,
less.
it was a month or two ago when I was there. I know it was
Yeah,
now.
but it's gone now.
All right, well, we probably have to just reprint that, I guess.
Yeah.
Unless somebody out there grabbed it for safekeeping. Bring it down. Pull out.
This drawing, you just forward it to the printer.
Well, I'm saying, we can just put a thing out on Facebook and see if somebody picked it up. Maybe somebody just honestly picked it up, just
Yeah.
safekeeping.
Otherwise, I'll need your help, figuring out what to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
On another note, I'd like to turn it over to Mandy, who's here from the Summer Rec. She's our assistant rec director, just to say a few words about Summer Rec coming up. And Marty, just to clarify, because I'm getting looks over here, it wasn't just Kevin that helped with that bench, it was his wife Cassie, as well as her father Vinny, that helped work on those benches. So I just want to give credit where credit's due. Thank you. Because I know it'd be tough to go to my house tonight,
Well, hi, I'm Manny. I'm the Assistant Director for Summer Rec. Camp is starting tomorrow. We're all excited. And it's tomorrow until the 17th of August. It's between 9 and 4 p.m. We'll be at the lake between Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, only 3 days out of the week. And the 2 trips that we have, as Rob said before, we're excited about Zoom Flume. And of course, the kids are thrilled about going to the city, to the Bronx Zoo, August 2nd. And Zoom Flume is the 16th of August. That's it.
And you have Shandaken Got Talent?
Yes, we do have Shandaken Got Talent. The last day of camp, August 17th, where the kids actually practice most of the time that they have at camp during free time. From the time camp start, we start recruiting, and the kids decide what kind of talent they want to showcase, and we help them bring those talents out. And the last day, we have a barbecue. We have fun, and the kids put up a show. So parents are always welcome to come and watch, and encourage the kids to keep moving forward with their talents. Whether it's singing, dancing, or just magic tricks. We've had a lot of those.
Disappearing acts, a couple of them.
Yes.
They get their name called and book into the lake.
Oh, yes. So that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. With that, we'll move to public comments and resolutions. Is it on a resolution, Rick?
Oh, no.
Okay, so we'll skip over that. No. Actually, I'm just realizing I forgot to put something on here. You all got the letter. I'm sad to say that one of our officers, Ryan Benincasa, is going to be leaving the force. He was hired by the New York State Police So good luck to him and his new purple tie, and we wish him the best of luck in the future, but he is going to be leaving Shandaken PD for something, so we wish him luck. With that, I'd like to make a motion that we accept Officer Benincas's resignation.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. With that, we'll move on to resolutions.
Resolution 9417, resolution to pay all bills. Whereas the Department of Audit and Control require town boards to sign and inspect all vouchers coming into the town for payment, to number and total amounts from each fund. Therefore, be it resolved that the town board authorize the vouchers paid. General, $97,659.02. Highway, $12,428.01. Phoenicia Water, $3,385.88. Pine Hill Waters, $843.74. Phoenicia Lights, $928.15. Chichester Lights, $143.65. Pine Hill Lights, $552.18 for a grand total of $116,940.63, and I move its adoption.
I second that.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Discipline?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Thorne?
Yes.
Supervisor Manning?
Yes.
Resolution 9517, supporting participation in the voluntary New York City funded flood buyout program. Whereas in August 2011, the town of Shandaken, located in Ulster County, experienced widespread catastrophic flooding from Hurricane Irene, adversely affecting public and private infrastructure, homes and businesses, warranting the declaration of a county-wide state of emergency. And whereas the town of Shandaken's flood mitigation plan identifies supporting the purchase, relocation, or retrofitting of structures located in hazard-prone areas to protect structures and public infrastructure from future damages, and to ensure the town of Shandaken's eligibility for state and federal hazard mitigation monies. And whereas the town of Shandaken agreed to support eligible landowners to participate in the Hurricane Irene flood buyout program funded by the New York State Emergency Management Office and FEMA Hazard Mitigation Grant Program administered by Ulster County Office of Emergency Management in conjunction with the New York City DEP and Ulster County Department of Environment. And whereas, at the request of local watershed communities, funding for voluntary New York City funded flood buyout program has been made available pursuant to the midterm revisions of the 2007 FAD 2014, requiring New York City Department of Environmental Protection, DEP, to commit $15 million to the flood buyout program to be implemented in accordance with the conditions of the 2010 water supply permit as amended. In accordance with the FAD, after extensive negotiations and outreach, watershed stakeholders have agreed upon a process for property evaluation and selection as documented in New York City funded flood buyout program property evaluation and selection process, dated June 1st, 2016, process document, which relies on a future amendment of the 2010 WSP to follow DEP to implement the flood buyout program in communities that elect to participate in the program. And whereas the stakeholders have identified 5 distinct categories of properties as set forth in the process document that may be eligible for acquisition under the flood buyout program. Whereas the town of Shandaken wishes to opt into Category 1, hydraulic study LFA properties, Category 2, CWC flood hazard mitigation implementation program, Category 3, individual buyout properties, community stream projects, Category 4, erosion hazard, and Category 5, inundation hazard. And whereas the town of Shandaken will have candidate properties evaluated for substantial and imminent risk of life and property as identified in the process document. And whereas the flood buyout program will not acquire properties unless the proposed acquisition is agreed to by the town of Shandaken based on specific procedures used to conform such municipal concurrences as noted in the process document. And now therefore to be resolved, the town of Shandaken wishes to opt into the New York City flood buyout program to facilitate potential eligible properties in this category as outlined in the process document. And I move to adoption.
Second.
You got it?
Can you repeat that?
Simple as that. Yes.
Yeah. Board Member Alba?
I have one question. It says that the town of Shandaken has to approve that. Does the homeowner have to agree
The
also?
homeowner approaches us to see if they can get into the buyout program, and then we refer them along.
So it's a willing seller, willing.
Right.
Okay, I just wanted to make that clear.
Right, because they can't go, they
No,
can't come
it's
up and
not.
just take your
Okay,
house.
Okay, well, I just wanted to clarify that.
Aaron can speak to this.
Yes.
It's all voluntary.
It's all, yeah, it's all voluntary, and so the homeowner would contact the town would refer that person to the outreach lead, and then you start that dialogue and see if they can qualify.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeSclafani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm? Yes. Supervisor Downing?
Yes. Resolution 9617, appointment of outreach and assessment leads for the voluntary New York City funded flood buyout program for flood mitigation. Whereas the revised 2007 filtration avoidance determination of 2012 required New York City to fund a flood mitigation program, and whereas one component of that program includes a voluntary New York City funded flood buyout program, NYC FFBO, for communities to consider. And whereas the terms and conditions of the voluntary New York City funded flood buyout program, you were right, just flood buyout. Voluntary flood buyout program for village and hamlet designated areas to consider in the New York City watershed have been completed. Unlike the